Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. Here goes another one. Like a what? Like a torta with a snack habit. Twinkies and ding-dongs and ho-hos. Oh my. Right? Should be getting it in. Look, in a menudo style in a direct fashion, we're about to drop some knowledge that you can't get in college. Look at the thumbnail. Betrayal at its finest, right? Or at its worst, or whatever you want to call it. Man, I can't call it like an alcoholic. One thing I know for sure is some motherfuckers got their fools mixed up. So again, I ain't the fool, man. I ain't Benny the fool. But one thing is for sure, we about to get into it. Now, trip out on this. You can experience all types of betrayals in life. So, come on, lady left me, eh? Sasuke the bitch left me, right? Gone with the wind. Gone with that Africano named Leroy. Over there just Leroying it down. Just Mamon town, right? She's getting her issue. You can't be mad at her. Sasuke, you should have been dotting your I's and crossing your T's when he was doing his thing. Now, that's the type of betrayal that not a lot of men can get over. But that's not the type of betrayal I went through. Because I can't fuck that. And I mean, there's too many tortas in the scene to just deal with tuna. So I'm going to need me a mackerel one time. Because I know how to mac on the hoe. That's what they call it, macro or macro. Guard! I can't figure it out. But one thing I know that is facts is that there's all types of different betrayals. Betrayals in the dope game, betrayals in the game, right? When you're living that street life, when you're in the game, when you're gang related or you're doing what you do, you can be betrayed, homes. Usually you're betrayed by those that are closest to you. That's a fact, right? And that's a hard pill to swallow. So I don't even like swallowing shit, right? But that's hard pills to swallow. When your own homeboys betray you, or when someone that rocks beside you constantly, or that you've known since they were a little kid, decides that if for no other reason, they're going to let you float on like the floaters. They're not going to deal with you no more for one reason or another. Maybe they think your old lady got a big old BBL. So I was scared. White 100, right? Maybe they think, something else is going on. Maybe they think you betrayed them in the past, or they're feeling some type of way, or they just don't give a fuck. They never liked you anyway. So your breath smells ta-ta, right? And they ain't tripping. They're quick to slip in the clipping and get to dipping. And that's usually what happens. But in this game, in this betrayal, the one that I'm going to speak on right here, I think this is the worst of them all. And it's called being betrayed by your own familia, by your own family, by those that are supposed to sangre, homes, those that are supposed to be closest to you. Now, I remember one time, my prima, she felt betrayed by myself. She felt betrayed. Me and her, we was in the gang. She was different, right? Needed 9mm. She was the type of individual really stuck and deep in the dope game, and was just stuck in the game. And the way she wiggled and the way she rocked, she was one of the fellas. She didn't quite look like one of the fellas, but she was one of the fellas. And she felt betrayed because her old man, that was the homeboy from the hood. So I chose his side in their argument. Hey, lesson learned, homes. Last time that I ever choose fucking the homeboy over the fucking prima, right? She done spit in my face, tried to shoot at me, all kinds of other things, right? She was mad at me, right? She's like, what's up, sangre? And I understood and I recognized. Hey, and from that point on, I knew family comes first no matter what. That taca that everyone gets family first, shit, that's real life. You might have primos, you might have cousins, brothers, sisters. Oh my, I don't know that you just don't get along with, you don't deal with on a certain level just because you don't believe in their dreams or what they're going through, or you might not like the person they're with, or whatever the case may be. There's a lot of elements and a lot of intricacies and details that lead up into a relationship that you might not like. And that doesn't mean you disrespect them or you betray them. That just means you fucking push on. Like, man, yeah, I ain't trying to be all up in your mix. You know what I mean? My name ain't Twix. I ain't a candy bar. Now, look, in this betrayal that I've went through just in the last month or two, my own primo, my own sangre, my own blood, albeit distant, it's still blood. Blood is blood. See, when you come from Mexicano families, we got big old families. Tias that had 19 kids, 17 kids, 15 kids, right? That's the type of familia I come from, where my tias were at the bar every night. They were getting their los buki on, right? And they came home with a different paisa every night and says, hey, this is your tío Waldo. Órale, Waldo. This is your tío Flaco. Órale, Flax. This is your tío Gordo. But he's skinnier than the other one. And this is your tío Feo. I thought the last three were, right? And this is just how it is. I come from that type of familia where my tias were out there wiggling. The wigglization was real and wasn't nothing to it but to do it, man. Different boyfriends, different tios, different whatever. That carne asada was bomb on the grill, and that's all that mattered in our familia. But I had tias that had a lot of children. And so my family is pretty extensive throughout the Central Valley and the Bay Area. Turlock, I can't fuck a chick in Turlock because I don't know if I'm related. That's facts. I couldn't call it like an alcoholic. My family is dug deep like cockroaches and fucking some fruit pie, right? It's just, they're just there. But one thing is a fact, right? Is I have a primo. A primo that when I started my YouTube channel, was in agreement with it. I remember him getting at me, tapped in, phone calls, yes, righteous phone calls. Damn, Gun, you're doing this shit, man. Hey, primo, I didn't know you was into this shit. I said, I'm really not. But at the same time, in the meantime, in between time, man, I found my lane and I'm going to stay in it and I'm going to stick to it. He was like, man, I can make you t-shirts. I could do this. Now, the Vato's a hustler. I can't talk shit about him. See, I'm going to do something opposite of what he did to me, is I'm not going to talk shit. I'm going to talk about his good points, and because the wind's blowing, maybe a couple of his bad points. But look, we're going to get down to it. So I said like this, and these are facts, right? Damn, Prims. Yeah, I'm just trying, man. The struggle is real. You know, I'm just trying something a little different. And he was all for me, man. Hey, Primo, I know it's been a minute since we've seen each other. It's been a minute since we've been up in it. But, you know, there's always love there. And this is the type of cousin where, albeit we're not very, very close, the family sticks together, man, like flies on caca, right? We're together, man. We know who our fucking primos are. We know who we're living for the most part, right? So it wasn't like this guy wasn't in my life, man. You know, I know all the little secrets and all the little bullshit that went on in his life, man. But they're not to be exposed here on YouTube. They're not to be put out there. I know his kids, man. I know who his wife is, who he's been with for a very long time. I know things. I know things. You know what I mean? Gang. I know a lot. But this is not a platform or a place to discuss or disrespect familia, especially first and foremost. Especially someone who's never done anything to you but showed you love and canalismo and embracement. Anyways, so this particular primo decided that if for no other reason, lately, he was going to go against the grain. I guess he was going to go with the crowd. He was going to go with the fellas, right? He was going to disrespect his primo just based on that was the thing to do. It was trending, right? Now, I've never known the fucking word trending besides social media. See, I never go with the trend. That's one thing about me. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to do what I does, cuz. Oh, Paru! I'm going to dip and dash the way I want to dip and dash, see? Without no dash sauce. See, I don't need other people's approval or other people to agree with me or other people's bullshit, you know what I mean, to go in accordance of what I got going on. I'm going to rock, and I'm going to rock how I rock. Pensa. Orale Lakers! See? I do what I does. Now, this primo decided, without being too funny, this primo decided that he was going to disrespect me. He was going to disrespect me because I guess that's what everyone was doing. And he was going to act like shocked, like this was some news that he just found out about me. And, oh, I don't know. Let me tell you, Holmes. Let me tell you. The number one thing I learned in life is all you have is family. Sometimes you don't even really fucking got that. All you have is yourself, right? But familia comes a close second. And the type of person I've always been, right or wrong, no matter what, I'm going to rock with my familia. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Because we're same sangre. We got love, man. We come from the same fucking family tree. We come from the same blood. And no one or no fucking poop butts that I meet on YouTube or anybody can come between that because there's a bond there that should not be broken. But I understand not everyone thinks the same way. Not everyone's laced in the game the right way. Not everyone is smart enough to understand that. A lot of people think that just, hey, Sasuke, they like the clout. They like the pat on the back. They like that. They're good with that. Hey, Holmes, I know I don't even know you. I never met you in my life, hey, but thank you for telling me I have a big chorra. Right? Weird shit. Let me tell you something straight up. When you're a man and you stand on your own 10 and you're willing to rock and do what you do, the only people that should have your back or should show you unconditional love is your family. I know that's the way I was laced and that's what I do. So anyways, lately this individual has been going online, slandering my name and talking shit about me. To which ends, one never knows, does one? I don't know why. You know, because Devonta used to jump on my live and show us his oil tanker and do all kinds of different things. But now all of a sudden, he's got a problem. He's got an issue. Like his name's the cleanest one in the game, right? Come on now. When it comes to my family, we're very close-knit. We're very tight. Now, albeit me and this primo never really kicked it like that. And it wasn't because we didn't want to, because there were several occasions that we did. You remember working at the food bank. Remember when you was working voluntarily at the food bank? Because you couldn't get a job in Merced, California? Spence on la tira. I did the same thing, bro. You know what I mean? So there's things that we did or we done together that you know what's up. Hey, man. Hey, primo, here, take some extra tomato sauce. Come on, man. We're from the hood, man. The struggle was real. That's what happens when people get a good job or they think they're too good for everyone else. They get bad and bougie. The primo is bad and bougie. That bitch is bad and bougie. I said bitch. The bitch is bad and bougie, right? Because it's bitch tendencies when you disrespect your family for clout or for notoriety by some individuals you'll never know that don't give a fuck about you, that really think you're ugly. But Trip, all good things must come to an end. See, what goes up must come down. Right now, you might be on top. You might be doing it because of hard work. I can't take nothing from you, right? But don't think you're the best of the best, Holmes, because I'm from the west of the west. Wiggity. And I'll tell you one thing for sure, man. We come from two different lifestyles. Although this primo that likes to talk high power about me and disrespect me and betray me constantly on YouTube tells people that he comes cut from that cloth. Nah. Oh, hell no. Why? Because you went to the feds for a few years because you got caught cooking dope? Who'd you tell on? Stop it. I know, right? So the way I look at it is like this. Just because we're not cut from the same cloth or we didn't follow that same path down the yellow brick road doesn't mean you're better than anyone else. You know, you're supposed to be my primo. You're supposed to be family. Family betrayal is the worst. It's some of the worst experiences you can go through. And I've went through it on several different occasions. And it's not me. Because if it was me, I'd be the one doing the fucking betraying. It's because individuals are jealous. They're not only jealous, but they want what I want. And I don't have much. I don't have nothing to give. Sorry, primo, I can't give you the shirt off my back. You want it? I got it at JCPenney's. Get your own. You got more money than I do. That's just the way it is. Now, betrayal, period, is an ugly word. You know, I've been in certain situations where I got caught up, man, with close family members, and I would tell them, and this is facts, man. This is what a real one does. These are facts. I used to tell them, hey, man, if we get caught up, we're gonna go take everything that I got, and if we get caught up, don't say shit. I'll take the case, right? And it wasn't because I thought I was bigger, better, and badder than anyone else. And shit, I didn't want to do the time just like they didn't want to do the time. So I shouldn't have been out there doing the crime. But so I was scared. The struggle was real. I was trying to take a torta out that night to McDonald's, and I couldn't afford a fucking quarter pounder, right? So the game was ugly. I had to do what I had to do. But look, trip out on this. I would tell them, hey, I'm going to take this case. And it wasn't because I thought I could do the time better than them. It was because I didn't want to see them do the time. Oh, they could do the crime all right, but I didn't want to see them do the time. That's the type of person I've always been. I've done that for several of my homeboys. Fuck it, Holmes, I'll take this one. I'll ride this one out. Having gone through that as a youngster, having known what it entails to be locked up and incarcerated, hey, I've done it. I could do it, man. Why put people through certain situations that they don't, hey, not everyone has to get locked up. Shit, I could do this shit. And so I did it. And that was called loyalty, man. That was realness. And a lot of those individuals I did that for to this day fuck with me. But individuals that I never fucked with on that type of level, man, that thought they were bad or thought they were better than other people in the family, you know, now all of a sudden they discover social media and got a few computer skills, and on their days off, instead of putting and applying that to maybe grossing their income, to making something more out of themselves, to maybe coming up on their own, they want to disrespect their own family members, you know, because it's the thing to do. Well, guess what? What's the thing now ain't going to be the thing tomorrow or the next day, man. Like I said, what goes up must come down, and it's the climb back that is really acknowledged. Acknowledge me. So I'm going to definitely do what I does. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the betrayal. I'm tired of the twists and turns, man. If people don't like me, don't fucking like me. It's okay. I'm cool with it. Pensa Latina. Anyways, let's get to something else. Something I want to touch on. This cat, you know, although I don't want to speak bad about him, and I won't because he's my family member and I'm going to show him the right way. You know, I'm pretty, not hurt, but I'm pretty shocked, bewildered, befuddled, bemused, right? And the reason I'm befuddled with this individual is he's not that one. He's never been that one. And all I have to tell him is one day we'll be to go. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Right? And you can't hide forever. You can't stay away. One thing is a fact, you know, in the game of life, there'll be a lot of betrayals, gente. What you need to understand is that's a blessing in disguise, because it shows you the integrity of a person. It shows you their true nature and why no one really fucks with them from the family, right? It shows you why people have distanced themselves or no one cares. You know, it shows you the get down. And it opens your eyes. And like I said in my last bill, thank you, gracias, to all the individuals that have turned coat on me or turned their back on me. Hey, I fuck appreciate you, man. That showed me I was being too soft on you characters. That showed me I was being too weak-minded. I was letting people go, letting things pass that I shouldn't have. Now I can't no more. I can't do nothing for you, man. I can't do ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I can't do that no more. What I can do is push on, and I intend to. This cat, man, and I won't even say his name, disrespecting me on a certain level. I take it at a higher level than all these other cats that have disrespected me because I don't know these guys and I probably never will know them. And if I see them in passing, then it will be what it was, right? But this guy, who I know, I will see, who I know is my family, my blood, same blood coursing through our veins, decided to jump on the bandwagon and disrespect me and act all cool in front of a whole bunch of people he don't know who really could give a fuck less about you. You ain't cool. You're so cool that I'm going to call you a culo. And now, you're on the lista. So now, you know, it is what it is. You know, thank you. Thank you for showing me the true wiggles of your ways. Thank you for showing me that you're fucking, you think you're slicker than the Grinch, yes, but I'm going to take everything you got from Christmas. Because he filled his stockings with pretzels and beer and a big rubber dick for my primo the queer, right? So let me tell you something. You know, I already know what time it is with you, and gracias for letting me know. True betrayal, gente. And I've been betrayed a lot in my life by a lot of women, a lot of so-called homeboys. Let me tell you a little story, man. When I got incarcerated, active, the very last time that I caught a case, man, when I was functioning, you know, I had a chick at that time. And I get locked up, and she's sending me pictures and letters. I'm right there in Tracy. She's sending me letters and DVI. And, you know, I had told her, man, hey, it's Wild Wild West. It's wide open. Do your thing, girl. I got 4 years to do. I ain't really tripping off what you got going on. I try to do it the nice way because, you know, I cared for her and her children. But at the same time, you know, hey, I can't do nothing for you. There's really nothing you can do for me. But put a little money on my books from now and then, right? She met someone else that she pushed on, and there's a whole big old story to that. But at the same time, I get out. So when I get out, I go to this fucking Mexican store in Merced, and I'm over there and I'm mobbing. And best believe, man, you best believe this. The brothers were strong, but the Northerners were the deepest, right? So we're deep in there, and I'm walking with a couple homeboys, and I'm mobbing, and I see this chick. Now, I had left a lot of shit at her house when it got raided and I got popped, right? I mean, a whole lot of Jordans. I need my Jordan collection, bitch, right? So I was good. And I probably knew, like most women do, man, they give it to their new old man, or he's like, damn, that's a badass Laker hat. I'm going to go and need that, right? Even though I fuck with the Sacramento Kings, whatever, right? So I'm like, hey, what's up with my stuff? And she goes, to tell you the honest to God truth. I said, you give my shit to your old man or what? Because she's all pregnant and shit. Like, I still hit it, though. Depends on, homie. You know what I mean? Your old lady would have got it still. Okay? You know what I mean? Remix. But, and she did a couple weeks later. Bang, bang. There's some news for you. Anyways, don't trip out on that. I'm a dirt dog, no liar, right? Boop, boop. So trip out. I tell her, what's up with my shit, eh? You know what I mean? What happened with all my stuff? And she's like, hey, your homeboys broke into the house a couple days after you got locked up and stole it. My active homeboy? My homeboy? She said, yeah. They took all your shit. I tried to stop them, but they were like, nah, we're taking the homie shit. This is our homie. And that was it. I seen your shoes with mud all over them. I was like, damn, right? Betrayal, man. Betrayal. Instead of fucking writing me a letter, hey, homie, you can call my pad anytime. What you need, right? Nah. They went over there, stole all my shit, and, you know what I mean, hooked my old lady up with the little homeboy. And that was it. You know, it's all right. The wiggle was real when I got out. But I'm just saying, this is the type of betrayal you go through. But worse, even more so worse than that, is when your own familia does it. You know, if you ain't never been through family betrayal, man, it's something you don't want to experience. It hurts your heart. It makes you feel a little bit different. You know, makes you a little bit colder from having the weight of that on your shoulder, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not a good look. So for my primo, this is what I got to say. The one that's disrespecting me all on YouTube, right? Because you think you're cool. Get yours, eh? Because I'm going to get mine. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. And I hope none of you guys have to go through what I'm going through. Fucking betrayed by everyone. So next thing you know, my fucking grandmother is going to tell me, mijo, I ain't making you tortillas no more because fuck you and your paperwork, right? So you fuck. You know what I mean? It's that serious. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose, get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, man, it's all about ourselves, man. It's all about the struggle and strive, you know. You can't worry about other people. Should I let it go? Maybe so. I don't know. One thing I know for sure is Junior. Bang, bang. You already know what it is, gang, gang. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle and struggle and strive for what I truly and honestly believe in. And that's loving everybody. I love you, primo. But I got to slap you. One day. The gun. Bang, bang.